Good morning, and happy Sunday, guys. We've made it to Sunday. How is everybody doing? Sorry about the late posting, guys. Y'all, believe it or not, I had a busy day yesterday, but let me tell y'all, it was fun. It was something I needed. But, anyways, I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. As we meet here today, I am going to read from the Daily's Calling for today. Um, but gosh, oh my goodness. Y'all, I'm so glad to have y'all. How is everybody feeling this morning? I already asked you how you doing, but how are you feeling? How are you really feeling on the inside? Yeah. Well, I hope you're feeling grand fantastic. If you're not feeling grand fantastic right now, I pray and ask God to give you healing and give you peace, because that's what we all need, right? But anyway, so I just want to just open up with a devotional, and that way I can get in the chat and we can kind of talk about what we're looking forward for this week, how we're, what, things we have that we are ready to make changes in our lives, not only because it's the new year, is because it's something that we know that we need to change within us, and we were given another blessed day to do so, right? So, anywho, guys, I am so glad to have each and every one of y'all, whether you're watching this on live, whether you're watching this on replay. Thank you so much for your time. It is y'all already know. Y'all already know. So today I'm of course have my Jesus and coffee. Y'all, that is so good. So good. But so today I'm going to be doing out of God's calling. And of course, like I said, it's already dated. So we're going to do that devotional today. And then that way I can get into the chat. Today is what, the 8th? Yes. Y'all, we already the 8th of January. Time is not being wasted, okay? It's moving. So don't waste it. That's what I want to say. It's moving. Let's not waste it. But anyways, January 8th, and it says, love banged the door. Life with me, let me put my glasses on, y'all. Y'all already know what it is. Okay. That's what happens. You get a little seasoned, you need to start. I had to wear glasses my whole life, but being seasoned now, getting up into the seasoned age, more, things start, you got to work on making sure you get your glasses, make sure all kinds of stuff. But anyways, life with me is not immunity from difficulties, but peace in difficulties. My guidance is often by shut doors. Love bangs as well as open. Joy is the result of faithfulness, trusting acceptance of my will. And when it seems not joyous. St. Paul, my servant, learned this lesson of the banged doors when he says, our light afflictions, which is but for a moment, worketh for us as far more exceeding an eternal weight of glory. Expect rebuffs until this is learned. It is the only way. Joy is the daughter of calm. Whew. Amen, Lord. Thank you for that word. Thank you for this day. Give us strength where we are weak and heal us where we may be sick, Lord. Heavenly Father, where we may be lost, I ask for your guidance. God is so good, Lord. He is so good. But anyways, I am so happy to have y'all here. I am going to get into the chat. How about that? I know I posted late. Let me tell y'all before I get into this chat what my day was yesterday. So I got up blessed, right? Got up blessed, feeling good, reading my devotionals. And then I knew I had this event that I had to go to last night. And so I needed to leave a little earlier because I live in a different city. This one was like an hour and so many minutes away. Now, however, I don't know how the heck I got my GPS. But anyways, it didn't take me on no freeways. It took me on all the back roads. So it took longer for me to get to my destination. But anyways, yesterday woke up feeling great. And then I got a text message from Little Things. She's been on here plenty of times. And so her and her family, her kiddos had came down just in a spare of a moment. They wanted to go to hiking. And I didn't know that it was a hiking. Y'all listen to me. I did not know it was a hiking park. And so it's like a trail. It's beautiful out there though. So we got dressed, me, the baby, the boyfriend, we went out there. Oh my goodness. And so none of us were like prepared, but y'all, I'm glad we had tennies on. What I did, my boyfriend, he had like slippers or something. I don't know, but it was nice, y'all. And we did that, and the time went by so fast, but it was so peaceful. Y'all, I climbed up something. But if you go to my TikTok page, Trina underscore Fifi underscore Fowler 7980, you'll find my TikTok page there. But I'm gonna post it on the community page here. But it is hilarious because I was like, oh my goodness, I just climbed that. Yeah, I was so out of breath. But it was fun. And the meditation of taking in the nature was beautiful. Y'all, ooh, it was a short visit with her, a short visit out there, but it was beautiful. It was so worth it. Then I came home, and of course, we ate dinner. And so I had to get ready for this engagement that I was going to. One of my friends that I grew up with, she had her birthday bash. And so she invited me and wanted me to come. And I'm like, you know what? I don't do much. I don't get out. I need to really start getting myself out, right? Enjoying what some of the things that I used to do. And so I went and I drove, and it was almost a 3-hour drive because this GPS had me going all over the place, right? But I made it and I had a great time. And then I drove back home. And so technically, I did not go to bed until about 3 o'clock this morning. So, but it was so much fun to see her. I hadn't seen her in a couple of years. But it was nice. And oh my goodness, y'all talking about fabulous. I mean, the decorations were beautiful. The placements were beautiful. The food was good. I mean, it was laid out. Just adult beverages. I couldn't do the adult beverages like I wanted to because I was driving. I wasn't going to be there to get drunk. But I had to watch my intake. So I did enjoy one drink with the birthday girl. So it was nice. And I had a good time. It was great just to get out, just to kind of, get that new vibrant thing going, right? For the new year, get myself going, keep myself motivated. But I'm going to tell y'all, that hiking, oh, I needed that. I cannot tell y'all. And I mean, I'm ready to go back over to the area once it becomes springtime, because where we were, because of the winter and stuff like that, of course, the leaves have fallen off the trees, and it wasn't as grand as we know that it could be, but it's part of the season. But just still to understand that you're out there in nature like that. The baby, she loved it. So I'm definitely, as soon as we get that season back and everything starts blossoming again, we're going to go back out there, and I'm going to take many, many, many pictures. But anyways, I'm going to get into the chat. That was my weekend, and I hope y'all had a great weekend as well. We don't know what today holds, so I'm really, really excited about today and see what it holds for us, right? All right, but let me get into the chat. Hey, Viviani, how are you? Welcome. Yes, I'm so glad to have you. How have you been? Girl, I am so behind today. I posted late. I wanted to come on yesterday. I didn't make it. My day was full, but maybe I was maybe I'm going to get on here because I was I had no intentions of my early engagement, but it was so worth it. But I'm so glad to have you, Viviani. Yes. Keith, how are you? Welcome. Happy Sunday. So glad to have you here. How are you? How you been since we all spoke up on Friday? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Your affirmation, he says, today has been granted to me as a day to rest. So I will rest. God knows I need it. You know what, Keith? It happens. We all need that rest. Your body's going to let you know too. You know what I mean? And if we become to a place in ourselves, what we do is we try to overthink that, right? Oh, we need rest, but we want to keep going. But you know what? If we don't listen to that, God will sit us down. Okay, He will say, "You're going to sit down. You will rest." So get plenty of rest, Keith. Please do so. Thank you so much for that affirmation. It's hot on that. Okay. He says, try wearing bifocals, Trina. Take getting some used to, right? You know, I haven't made it to that step yet, but you know what? In my right eye, I have a real bad stigma. And so I don't know, like, I'm pretty sure here in the next couple of years, I wouldn't be surprised if I went to the doctor, next week and they said, oh, ma'am, it's time for some bifocals, but I'm gonna take that as grace. God has allowed me to see what He need me to see clearly, and what I need to continue to see. What if I need new glasses? I just give me some new glasses, bifocals and all. But yes, oh my goodness, a lot of people say that. I knew a young lady, and not she was getting up in age, and she said that one time she was kind of like, I started wearing bifocals and I had to get used to them, so not yet, Keith. Hey Jay, how are you? Welcome, man. So glad to have you. How have you been since we last spoke up? I'm so glad to have you. Thank you so much for coming out. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I hope everything is falling great for you. And so much, the blessings flowing, the prosperity, so yes, abundance for everybody. Just life is so beautiful, so beautiful. Hey JR. So Jay, thank you so much for coming in. As always, I enjoy having y'all. Y'all make sure y'all follow this gentleman. He is awesome. Actually, we will be coming up with something here soon, Jay and I. So y'all stay tuned to that, okay? JR, girl, how are you? Welcome. So glad to have you. Oh my goodness. How you feeling? I know last week you were still kind of under the weather. I hope you're feeling a little bit better. You know what? This weather will do it. This weather, I'm telling you, because this past week I was having I was like, am I getting sick? I know I don't want to have the flu or anything, but I'm thinking it was like maybe like a 24-hour bug or something, because I don't know, but I hope that you're feeling better, JR, and thank you so much for joining us out here today. Okay, Keith says, I'm looking at that cataract surgery. Oh yeah, but you know what, that's why I wear glasses. I don't wear contacts, and I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm scared to put anything in my eyes. Like when I go to the doctor, like the eye doctor, and they have to go to the ophthalmologist. You know how you go and they put that thing right at your eye and it kind of blows into it like that, Oh, I cannot stand that. I tell people when I put my face up, I'm like, just hurry up, please. I don't tell them like that, but I be thinking to myself, oh my goodness, like I don't like that. I don't like my eyes being fumbled with. They're very sensitive, And it's crazy because, like, if somebody's crying or somebody's rubbing their eyes, like, my eyes will start watering because, like, I don't know. I don't. But yeah, so I'm kind of actually scared of that because I'm like, I want to keep my eyesight the little bit that I have, because I don't want to, but it's all, we want to think positive, right? Think positive thoughts, right? But yeah, Keith, yeah, I mean, we got to do what we got to do, right? But you got to let me know if that's something that you do happen to go through. Let me know. I want to see how, it comes out. I've heard people getting it done, but just not, Jay says, I am relaxing right now, and it's good to see you as always, Jay. I'm so glad that you're relaxing, sitting back, anything that you have going on, or, that you have put yourself into for the 2023 year, that you are like excited about. That's for anybody. Oh, you can't wear them? I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just scared. I'm scared to put them in my eyes because they're so sensitive. And I've heard those things getting stuck in people's eyes. I had a friend where it actually got stuck in her eye. Like, that's crazy. Like, she had to, oh, see, I don't have time. Mine will come out, either probably get stuck even more, or it'll come out really easy because I will get scared and probably start crying. I am not joking. Because when it comes to like certain things in my life that I know that I need, oh my goodness, I start panicking when it just don't seem right. Like, contacts, I'm poking at my eyes, and, all this kind of stuff. But we do so many different dangerous things. I'm doing more harm to my body with this, than putting a contact in my eye, right? So it's just, it's all about what we do, but we want to like try to preserve what we got. You know what I mean? Just always know that your soul is always something living. We are in this flesh, right? But our souls is what remains. And you want people to remember a beautiful soul. You don't want to, and of course people go try and mention the outside of, oh, did you see what they look like? It doesn't matter what somebody look like, because to me, I really believe all people are beautiful. All people are beautiful. I don't care what it is. You are a walking human being. You are beautiful. And even sometimes when we put I'm gonna say our ugly ways out there, because we're not ugly people. We have ugly ways. And our ways is what can easily make people say, oh, she's so ugly. Because you might be beautiful, but your attitude might be just not right. And some people might look at somebody and say, oh, they ain't not the best looking person, but they soul. And to me, that's what I look at. I look at people's soul. I ain't got time to be looking all out on the outer appearance. Now, I find some girl with some cute little shoes on or a cute top, I'm going to compliment that. Compliment the beauty, okay? And let's not be so suppressed and focused on everything that's negative around us. If there is something that's going on negative around you, change it. And a lot of people, it's so easy to say, well, that ain't my problem, be trying to save everybody and do all. It's not, but you pray about it and you help in a way that you can. If you're in a position, take full advantage of it to do good in the situation. You at a grocery store and, you see somebody coming down. I do it, quite often. If I know that I'm going down an aisle and I'm trying to get down to the other end of the aisle, but somebody's coming, why am I rushing? Go ahead and let them go. I got a long ways to go down that aisle, so I'm just go slide over and let that person come through the aisle, right? Y'all, it's things like that. It's things like that that just can turn things around. And people, it's not because you feel like you are obligated that you have to do that. No, but it's called a courtesy, and I think once we realize of just the small courtesy things that we can do in people's lives, it's really not that hard to get people to not only embrace their own life, but to enjoy the life of others around them, because they're saying to themselves, I know that I can go out and somebody's going to smile, somebody's going to be happy, somebody, and look for those things, because if we're putting off that vibration of nothing but negativity or just nastiness or whatever ugliness, that's what we're going to attract. We're going to attract those things. So that's why I say, guys, it's all about your vibe. Carry your vibe well, carry your spirit well. This outside, we can dress it up, make it look good, but oh my goodness, when the soul starts coming out, it's like, oh, what happened? What happened to the you beauty out here? Your beauty is out here, but where's your beauty on the inside? I want to match. I want to match, because I feel like when we're automatically soul connected and we can be in that presence of our greatness, it's going to reflect. Outside has nothing to do with that. But that's what we tend to focus on the outside world, right? Jay says, I am just focusing and practicing self-care in my own life and want to help people do that in their own way and own content. Amen. Amen. I love that, Jay. I love that. That and that's what we need more. We need so much more of that. You know what I mean? I get on here and I try to, because I love the fact that I'm imperfect. Guys, I love that. I love the fact of being imperfect because I have so many other things that I get to share with other individuals just from the aspect of not being perfect. And we have so many people out here that are afraid to say or talk or do because it's like, well, where am I going to fit in? You fit in already. You know what I mean? You just got to be that person of vulnerability, okay? And also with the what being vulnerable at times, and letting that out. Let it out. There's nothing. There's nothing wrong with it. So some people have a lot of fear, but we've all been down that path. But it's so much better when you are in the same environment and you're trying to make the same peace and people come and they're looking for the same thing. So Jay, continue to do that because self-care in our own lives is very important. Yesterday, that self-care for me was very well needed. And it doesn't have to be, guys, going out. It doesn't have to be, self-care could be like I did. I felt like my self-care yesterday was that hike. I needed that, short-lived, but I did it. And I'm ready to do it again. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. So anybody out there that want to go hiking here in my area, y'all just, shout out, but and I know they have hiking groups here. But let me tell y'all, I'm not gonna say I can't do it because if y'all see what I went up yesterday, and it took me no time to get up it. So I was kind of really surprised with myself. So that's why you can't say what you can't do. Okay. Try it. And some people already have in their mind that they cannot do it. So they won't even try it. But try it. Try before you say, no, I can't do it. And the least, that you're going to do is have to slide back down and get back up and do it again. But it's okay. You still have that opportunity. Guys, we think sometimes because we fail, we don't want to get back up and do it again. That's the whole thing about failure, is being able to get back up and do it again, and then you do it better, right? It gives your mind not only the opportunity to work as working with the physical body, but it also gives your mind an open and ease of positivity, positive thoughts, right? So it's a challenge sometimes because it's so easy that, like I say all the time, it's easy for us to think of things that are negative, and then do things that are, what I'm gonna say, we consider easier, but it's not always the best option, right? So we got to just be able to just fail sometimes. But Jay, yes, I love that. Please, self-care, keep pushing it. Like you say, you want to help other people. Teamwork, man, teamwork. And I'm so glad, Jay, that you are working on that because it's very important. That is so important. And here on Uniquely Inspired, you guys already know we want to help one another, we respect one another. You go on Jay's channel, it's the same thing, and he is great at what he does. And Jay, thank you so much for that because you are great at what you do. Keith, you are so funny. Oh my gosh. He says, who knows, Trina, I might wind up winning Georgie LaForge. Hey, you never know. Keep you something serious. I have not. I have not. I have not. He actually reached out to me and asked, when my sister passed away, um, what happened? And I told him what happened. I have not spoken with him since. And I had not spoken with him a little while before that. I don't know really what's going on, what happened, where he went, where he's going, you know, but he is very missed. He is very missed. And I just always pray for him. But yeah, no, I have not spoken to him, so best wishes for him. And I pray everything is okay with him. But I'm pretty sure I will probably follow up with him and see what's going on, right? Great guy. Great guy. But yes, oh my God. Have you spoken to him, JR? Because I know when he goes back to school, his time, he's a teacher, so his time, is a little reflected, but I have not spoken with him. So I don't know. I'm just keeping it real. I don't know what happened. Like, I felt like he just kind of went ghost on me. I don't know what happened, but that's neither here nor there. But, I'm always praying for the best for people and, wishing everyone well, because that's just who I am. And I, don't know how some people, um, find life of not having, certain things in our lives can be, a blessing. It could be a curse. It could be, but he is loved and he is missed so much. But I don't know. You would have to, you know what? I'm gonna reach out to him now that you said that because I don't know. I don't know. He gonna be like, girl, I saw you on your show. Tell me you ain't talked to me. Why I ain't talked to him? I mean, I'm just being honest, right? He probably ghosted everybody. I'm just playing. I don't know. But I know sometimes he does go on because sometimes I will pop in there. So yeah, but I haven't talked to him, not on the phone. JR says, I'm better, but still not. I'm better, but still not. Well, you know what? Even if you're not 100% JR, just just keep doing it. Whatever you have to do so you can get better. Okay? So you can get better. Viviani says, yes, self-care is very important. And these are so many easy and simple ways to add self-care to your routine. Yes. Yes. So sometimes, and then being spontaneous, you know what I mean? That was another thing was yesterday, that was that, me going out there was very spontaneous. And let me tell y'all, sometimes when we don't want to do something, that's the time to do it. I'm thinking, what else would I be doing? I can see a really good friend of mine, I can go out there, enjoy nature. I'm like, let's go, let's go. And we went. And I'm telling you. But self-care is very, very, very important. And some of us put it to the wayside, like, but when you need a little bit of self-care, I think every single day, because you have to realize that you are just as more important than what you're, giving out. So you got to be that main course, be the main course. Okay. Keith says, I'm having to spend a few days with the leg off as much as possible. My stump developed a few raw spots. Oh no. So Keith, like in that instance, do you just kind of bandage it up, like put gauze and stuff on it? Just keep an eye on that because you don't want it to like get infected or start opening up and then start causing an infection. Oh no. And what do you have? Do you have anything particular or specific that you have to put on there? So it can, because you don't want to keep it because it's already raw, right? So you don't want to keep, too much stuff on it. I guess like you said, you're doing, what to do. What I should be asking is Keith, what do you do when that happens, right? I'm sitting up here like creams and but what do you do when that actually happens? Do you just kind of like put a powder, just kind of like leave it alone? Excuse me. So, but you know what, Keith? Yeah, keep it off because, and then it makes me nervous to tell you, well, Keith, go to your doctor, go to the hospital or anything like that because you be just saying all kinds of stuff about that little town that you in. You be saying all kinds of stuff. And so I want to make sure that, do you go like, is your doctor in town, out of town? Around town, downtown. I mean, what is it, Keith? But yes, guys, I'm so excited to see what the next today holds. I'm being honest. Like, have y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all, have y'all ever gotten into a point, and I'm not talking about like, because it could be part of a depression, keeping it real. It could be part of a depression that people that are depressed, they tend to want to sleep, be isolated, withdrawn. Um, but have y'all ever been in that spot? And I know when I was going through a depressed stage, that's why I'm saying, it's probably some depression. To where you love to, like, I like to go to sleep because I want to know what I'm going to dream about. And then so you're ready to go to bed so you can dream, then you're ready to get up because you're so excited because you're like, what has God granted for me this day? What has he put me in? I don't care if it's good. I don't care if it's bad. I just want to see what he put me in and how I can go into the day and make it the best day that I can make it, right? And be a blessing to somebody else. And so if everything is coming back to me in an unexpected way that I don't like, right? Because we don't always like what happens throughout our day. But when we have obstacles in front of us that day, I like to try to defeat those obstacles. And it's like it gives me something every day besides my children worth fighting for, right? What I'm waking up, what has God planted for me today? What obstacle am I going to face today? And what is going to be my action, my reaction, and my outcome? And the most important, was I able to solve anything? Was I able to learn anything? Right? So that's what you want to look at sometimes, is just making sure that whatever floats through your day, right? That you are handling it the best you can on a positive mental, right? But there's so many people nowadays, we fight depression. And I say we because we all been there. Well, a lot of us have been there. And I don't know, I can't say every single person, I don't know because I don't know every single person. But I know a majority of people, a lot of people in life fight depression. Some people don't even know that they're fighting depression because they don't know the signs, they don't know the symptoms, they just know like they're feeling different, experiencing different things. And if you're finding yourself wanting to be isolated, and mind you, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a counselor, I'm not none of that. I am, a person that's speaking from personal experiences. So if you have felt that you want to sleep a lot, you feeling isolated, withdrawn, low concentration, all those kind of things, you might be a little depressed. I can't put a level on your depression, but what I'm saying is it could be a chance that you are depressed. And that's something you want to look at, don't make it something. When I say look at it, look at how you can resolve that. Find more creative things in your life. There might be things that you have to remove from your life. Some things you might have to add to your life. But talk with someone, get it out, and believe me, I'm pretty sure there's whatever it is that you're going through, I'm pretty sure it's been many, many, many people or someone out there that has faced and been through the same things, right? So, but yeah. But I want to thank y'all so much for being here with me tonight. Oh, okay, so it builds up. Okay, you just have to keep it clean. Okay. Well, that's good that they gave you that cleanser for it, Keith. That's good. But guys, you guys are very, very, very important. Treat yourself kind. Take care of yourselves, and know that you do have a purpose. You serve a purpose here, and we need your uniqueness, your greatness, because without the greatness and the uniqueness, your key that holds here while you're alive is we need that key. Okay. All of us still here, like I say many, 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 many times, if we're still here, we're still holding the key to something. Okay. Um, Plain soap and water. There you go. There you go. But yes, so Keith, I hope that your stomp gets better, right? Make sure you take care of it. Um, but yes, guys. So I don't know what y'all have planned for the rest of your day. But first and foremost, I want to thank y'all so much for coming out, spending time with me. Did y'all do y'all affirmations? Y'all, how did I skip over the whole affirmation? Because I was doing all that talking. But I want y'all to get y'all's affirmations done. Thank y'all so much for sharing. If you have not said your affirmations, before we get off here, I'm going to give you 5 seconds. Y'all ain't getting out of here without no affirmations. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! Give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself some love. So, yes, own your affirmation. Own it because it's yours to keep. And you know what? If you thought of it, it came from somewhere. Own it. It's yours to keep. Not as just something as a memory. Make it an action. It's your action. Okay? But I want to thank you guys so much for joining me this morning here on Uniquely Inspired. I will be back on here tonight, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, and I will put my posting up earlier. But yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. I was just like busy yesterday, and I didn't make no time for my show. And guys, this is very important to me. Rather, I'm on time, on beat, off beat. This is very important to me. But you guys, hey, I'm just that person of realness, reality. And if I don't post it, sorry. Yeah, Keith, I saw your affirmation. I saw it. Yours, hey, first one I read, But yeah, so I live life. I try. I've never been, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I've never been like a scheduled person. And I think when it comes to work, even when with my job, like I'm there. But the thing about it is when I'm living life, I don't want things to be when I come on here, I don't want nothing to be planned out. I want it to be what? I want it to be what it is. I could sit here, we can talk, I can do all those things. But most importantly, it's about what? You guys, right? Us getting ourselves together, right? Learning how to love and embrace and cherish and take care of, respect, be kind, stop judging. So many things that we can learn. But yeah, so I want to thank each and every person that came out this morning with me. Check me out again tonight at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. If you missed me, if you're watching this on replay, thank you so much for your time as well, because that is just as important. You have stopped to prepare a time to share with me. So thank y'all so much for coming on with me. I will see y'all later this evening. But before we get off here, y'all already gonna know what I'm gonna say. Make sure that you what? Like and love yourself first. I'll see y'all later on this evening. Bye-bye.